Alright, the antebellum paper slide video. Slide 1, slavery. Throughout history, slavery has always been a thing, but it became a major problem for the U.S. during the antebellum. The question of whether slavery were to be allowed divided the nation into two groups, the Union and the Confederacy. This made it arguably the number one reason to the Civil War. Slide 2, states' rights. Both sides wanted to avoid a war as much as the others, so they offered a proposition called states' rights. It said that each state government could make laws that differed from the federal. This could give the South the ability to own slaves, but the North wanted freedom for all. Slide 3, the Missouri Compromise. Though it was called a compromise, it favored the South over the North. They gained more slave states, so this angered the Union and brought the nation closer to civil war. Slide 4, the nullification crisis. The nullification crisis took place in South Carolina when the people argued that tariffs of 1828 and 1832 were unconstitutional. This further divided the South. This further divided the thought of a strong single nation, as South Carolina is a southern state. Slide 5, the Compromise of 1850. The Compromise of 1850 was a huge win for the North, as it was made against the Missouri Compromise. The Union won California as a free state and abolished a slave trade. However, this also put the Fugitive Slave Law into action. Slide 6, the Kansas-Nebraska Act. The Kansas-Nebraska Act, introduced in 1854, introduced popular sovereignty and let states decide if they wanted to be free or a slave state. This overturned the Missouri Compromise, which favored the South, so the act benefited the North. Slide 7, the Dred Scott case. When a loyal slave argued whether he was free or not, the nation joined sides and debated about the verdict. In 1857, Dred was found guilty and returned to slavery. Even though this is one slave's life, the decision fired up abolitionists nationwide. Slide 8, secession. After almost 80 years of a divided nation, the United States could not postpone the inevitable. The South seceded in 1860 and began a war that could have destroyed the U.S. altogether.